All right. Hello, Buki from Manchester. I like how you spell your name too. Great.
We're live now as well. We are
Oh,
on Facebook.
fantastic. Great. And I think Christiana from Manchester. It's fantastic. I was there a couple years ago. My son loves Manchester United. So go, Man U.
You can do a watch party from my wall to your groups.
Yes. Yes. We have more people joining every minute. So we're still going to give it a couple more minutes to have everyone get on before we get started. All right.
Just going to look through the list. If anyone notices SD Chineye, please let me know. I'm just looking through the list of names to see if she's joined us.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think so yet.
I see her. PlayStation's Club. Yay, that's her in blue. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to try and make you co-host right away.
Awesome. Hi, Tessie. I see you. Good
Good
evening.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. How exciting.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning. Hi,
Good morning.
Joyce.
Hi,
Amazing.
Chineye. Good to see you. You look fabulous.
Thank you. Hi. Trying to get your name.
Flo,
Flo.
Florence Abiter, yeah.
Hi, Florence.
Yes. Fantastic. Thank you for spending your evening with us today. We're excited to have you on here.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, guys.
Okay, Flo, I'm going to bring up our intro, right? So we can get started right away. We're really excited to have an amazing leader with us tonight, and we want to get straight into it. Or should we wait a couple of minutes and start at 5 past? What do you think?
Maybe just one more minute or so.
Okay.
Just give more people chance. I see people are still trying to connect as we're speaking, so just a minute or two will be great.
All right, that's fine. That's fair enough.
Awesome. So please let your folks know our guest is here. We're about to kick this off. Send out reminders, make a call if you have to let them know we're about to kick this off right away. Hi, Simisala, good to have you here. Tessie from Enugu, Bumi from Maryland, Baltimore, yay. Awesome, good to see you. Hi, Bele from Maryland as well. That's fantastic. Awesome. Good to see everyone. Yeah, we're about to kick this off in just one more minute. So thank you all for joining us today. Hope you've had a great Sunday so far.
I have. I was going to say, Sunday evening is for serious business when you have a side hustle.
That's right. Absolutely. Yes. Hi, Sam from Netherlands. And I see Chineye from Benin. Hello. I went to school in Benin, so good to see you there. And hi, Mrs. Ngozi. Good to have you join us. Beatrice, yay, Betty from Dallas, and Yo-Yo is from St. Louis. Oh, friend to Ebele. You are so very welcome, Yo-Yo. Awesome. Hi, Imamuzo from Wari. That's fantastic. And hi, Lillian from Germany. Thank you all so much for joining. Let me look and check on our time. Okay, it's 5 minutes after the hour. So I think we can get this started, Joyce.
Yes, wonderful. I'm ready to roll. Okay, let's kick it off. Thank you everyone for joining us. Good morning, as we say in Long Reach. We're kindly asking our audience to probably stay off video so we can spotlight our special guest tonight, which is SF3 Chineye. So I'm going to put her on spotlight video. We want everyone to focus on her today. So before we get into this event, which we're all really excited about, I just want to quickly introduce myself so everyone sort of has an idea who the co-hosts are. So I'll kick us off and start with me. So my name is Joyce Olagere, and I'm a trained lawyer, and I also have an MBA from the University of Durham here in the UK. I'm a certified project management professional with over 15 years experience in project management as well as IT programs across a broad spectrum of industries. I've worked in investment banking, the energy sector for British Petroleum. I've worked for Vodafone in telecoms, and currently I'm a senior program management consultant with a FTSE 100 company in the City of London. And I'm a committed leader in my local church where I support the women's ministry with a very strong emphasis on expectant moms and dad. Having waited 12 years myself, I'm passionate about helping people, self-development, leadership, and living a life of purpose and impact. I'm a Diamond 6 Long Reach leader. We'll tell you about Long Reach in a minute. I'm really passionate about this opportunity, and I won't go into my why, but it's just simply about multiple streams of income, having more flexibility to raise my little daughter rather than commute 4 hours every day into London. I live in the suburb here in the UK. So my why is like fourfold, but I won't go into that for sake of time. I'm going to hand over to my sister in law, Flo, who is based in ATL. Over to you, Flo.
Fantastic. Next slide, please, if you will.
Sure.
Thank you. So my name is Flo Obaitan, and if you don't mind putting that on presentation modes, that would be fantastic. I am a microbiologist with an MBA from University of Lagos. I have my certification in Lean Six Sigma Black Belt from Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. I have over 25 years of leadership experience in pharmaceutical and healthcare industries. So currently, I'm a senior executive with a Fortune 100 healthcare company, and I'm responsible for generating revenues of over $1.5 billion annually for my organization. I've been with this organization now for 19 years. But I'm happy to say that I'm a Diamond 5 leader with Long Reach Biosciences, and I'm leading a team of, you know what, last week or two it was 1,800, but I can tell you now that as of today, I have a team of over 2,000 members, having started in April of this year. And for me, my why is twofold. I partnered with Long Reach because of financial diversification. If you were to ask Warren Buffett, one of the richest person in the world today, they will tell you the key thing for wealth accumulation is to diversify your income. And so for me, partnering with Long Reach gave me an opportunity for financial diversification. And the second reason for me, it's for empowerment. I love to be able to empower people towards financial freedom. I always believe that one tree does not make a forest. And so if you empower more people, together we all succeed. So that's it for me. So with that being said, I'm going to kick it back over to Joyce.
Thank you very much, Flo. My mentor, you're my career mentor, and I'm really delighted to be doing this with you tonight. And I'm so glad that you said yes as well to partnering with this amazing platform. And I'm truly delighted to welcome everyone and to introduce our special guest speaker today. And she's a well-established woman. I'm just going to read out her bio. And if you just stay with me, she's a former bank manager and highly successful with the Long Reach platform. So we've got three-star director Chineye James Effiong. She's a financial and leadership expert with over 13 years of experience in the banking industry. Chineye, the pace setter, has worked in various exciting capabilities and capacities, apologies, and roles, including relationship management, corporate banking, commercial banking, the role of a branch manager, winning to her name, multiple awards of achievement and excellence. She has obtained her BA in political science and a master's degree in public administration, in addition to several other academic and professional certifications. A passion for excellence, defining new territories, trends by working on what works, prompted her into joining Long Reach International, a multinational manufacturing company headquartered in China 4 years ago. As a pace setter, her exceptional story of voluntarily resigning from the banking industry to pursue her dream of raising global industry leaders. She has now become highly sought after, going around the world, showing and helping other people create alternative income streams using the language platform. You're welcome, SD3 Chineye. We're delighted to host you tonight. So I'm just going to show everyone quickly a little bit about her before we get into the event. So her two young daughters as well are on the language platform. In fact, our entire family. There's a daughter, Giovanna, who back, I think it was October, also became a staff director of the language platform. And our other daughter as well, Davida, also is a staff director. So they are both young millionaires making weekly incomes of 7 or 6 figures, as the case may be. And these are the two star directors. So we call her mom to star directors. So she's an amazing leader and woman. And there's a family picture that I truly love because it says it all. You know, her family legacy is well and truly established, as well as she's touching the lives of people around the globe simply because she said yes to an opportunity 4 years ago. You're welcome, ma'am.
Very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joyce. And thank you, Flo. I'm really very excited to be here with you all this evening. I'm super excited and I can't wait for us to have this conversation. And I believe we'll be having a good time tonight at the end of this.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're just going to have a bit of fun conversation. We're going to interject along the way. Myself and Flo, we sort of do this from time to time, and this is one that we've been looking forward to all year. And we're just going to start with a story because I know that stories really connect, people, and your story in particular is one that resonates with me. I've heard you a few times being interviewed, and I couldn't wait to interview you myself. So first off, who is Chineye James Effiong? And for the benefit of those who may not know you, can you please share with our global audience a story of how you got started? How did it all start? How did your language journey start with you 4 years ago?
Thank you very much once again to you all. Thank you, viewers, everyone who's here on the Zoom call, you're welcome. And everyone who's watching on Facebook, you're welcome. I'm very excited to be in your space this evening, wherever you are. It's morning on our Long Reach platform, so I'd like to say good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before I go into answering the question, I would like to congratulate you, Joyce, and your team on what you are doing. You're doing really, really, really wonderful. I mean, watching your success story from start, I mean, less than a year or so on the platform, you've done exploits, and it really, truly reaffirms and revalidates that this business, this platform works when you work it. So I really want to quickly say congratulations, keep up the good work. That was why as soon as you got in touch with me, I said, put me on. I
Thank
love
you so
to identify
much.
with
Oh,
success stories. Yes,
thank
I'm
you so
delighted
much.
to be doing this with all of us tonight. So to the question, who is Chineye James Effiong? Chineye James Effiong is that lady who was determined to change the narrative, the lady who was a regular banker at some point, a lady who was an NYSC youth corper who was serving in the bank and really was looking forward to being retained. And then that happened, and she became one lady who was also looking forward to growing her career, and that happened. And at some point, she became that lady who was in dire need of a second stream of income. And it was at that point she met Long Reach Bioscience International. So that is the summary of who Chineye is. I am an entrepreneur, an ex-banker. I like to call myself a Plan B advocate. I solve problems. Clearly, there is a problem of inadequate cash flow for people who find themselves as employees, people who are employed. There is a clear case of inadequate, personal cash flow. And so I'm passionate about helping them create an alternative source of income that is sustainable and that which they can do alongside what they do, whether you are employed or you are a small business owner. um, oh, I don't know what happened. It's
Okay.
okay. It's an opportunity. It's my passion to help people create that extra stream of income. That's what I do. And my background is banking, like you rightly pointed out in that bio. I did over 13 years in the banking industry, where I served in various exciting roles, job functions, and that includes that of the branch manager, of course. And about a year, 4 months ago, precisely July 3rd, 2019, I voluntarily resigned from the banking industry. So I like to call myself a retired banker.
So early, after only 13 years.
In fact, that indicates
Oh,
me
yes.
Oh,
too.
Oh,
wow.
yes. So I am a mother. I'm a wife, a mother to 3 lovely children, and I'm a wife, and I'm work in progress. Thank you. That is who Chineye is. So, as to how my journey with Longreach Bioscience International started, it's a story that I love to tell every single day of my life to whoever cares to listen, because this was a turning point for me in my entire life. I mean, I can't imagine um, what would ever happen again in my life that would erase the impact this particular story has had on my existence as a human. So it was while I was 10 years, about 10 years, going on 10 years on my job. And like I said, I truly, really needed another stream of income. Everyone on this call who is employed or who has a small business or is a business owner would relate with me when I say, one single stream of income is never enough. So if you're here on this call and you agree with me, I would like you to give me a 111 on the chat box. And if you're also watching on Facebook, I would like to know that you relate with me. Please give me a 111 also. I want to be sure that I'm chatting. Oh, great, 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 great. I love that. I've seen a lot of it. Okay, great. So I'm not alone. I was on that, point where I needed a second stream of income. I looked into several opportunities. Unfortunately, network marketing wasn't part of the areas that I was open to. Yeah. Network marketing wasn't one of the areas I was considering. I looked at traditional businesses. I looked at having a business together with my husband, maybe a shop. But then the downsides were glaring enough at my face. This job I had was one that was already taking my time, my entire time. So I figured how it would mean I have to give my trust this entire business to someone else, and I'll be at the person's mercy. We've heard stories where you keep someone at your shop and then you get back there to find nothing.
Exactly.
So I knew that was off the table, the list. I figured I was in a dilemma where I needed to know, what can I do? Yes, there is a clear problem. I need another stream of income, but what can I do? I had heard about Longreach, interestingly. I had heard about Longreach, but I never was a fan of network marketing. I thought it was many things that I finally got to realize it wasn't. I thought it was for the low class. I thought it was about people carrying products around. I thought it was for the jobless. I thought it was a scam. I also at this point want someone who relates with me to please drop. I don't know whether you were at that point before you converted or you are there at this point. I want to see you say something about that. So because many people have these misconceptions, I was a victim of that misconception. So it's nothing to worry about. The important thing is that you finally get to have the education, and that is why this kind of conversations is important, that people get to understand and see it from a clearer picture and begin to have another perspective view of what this noble industry is about. So I closed my mind towards network marketing. But on a certain day, I saw a lady who today is my upline, my star director in Infon. She we had gone to drop our kids in school. I didn't know her child was also in the same school. So I saw her, almost didn't recognize her, but she somehow told me about this opportunity. She came to my office, and then when she shared, it was Longreach. The truth is, I had seen the testimonies. I loved the testimonies I was seeing on her, right? I hope I can be clearly heard.
Yes.
Loud
Okay,
and
great.
clear. We're loving it. Yes, we can hear you.
So I loved the testimonies I was seeing on her. In fact, I call it uncommon transformation, because I almost didn't recognize her. She came out from a brand new car that was really catchy. It was a red car. And I knew she didn't have that car before then. So I was wondering what has changed. It was a brand new car. So, and for you to drive a tear rubber car, you need to be working in certain kind of places, or you need to, be married to, you just need to be in certain class. And when I saw that, I got attracted. And then she also told me about her trips to the United States of America. I hadn't been to the United States of America. I had worked almost 10 years. So that was something for me. But when she came and told me Longreach, I became disappointed, and I almost told her to please go away. But she said something that was a turning point for me. When she asked me to look into her account, she needed to convince me. And I looked in and saw that this young lady standing in front of me, and I behind the computer, we the corporate executives, so we feel cool, well dressed, nice perfume, behind the computer and speaking English to our clients. But then this lady was earning as much as an AGM in the bank at the time in a month. She was earning weekly. I was seeing some good figures in her statements, and I had to take another look. I had to seek for more information. I had to seek for more understanding on what is it about this. There has to be something about this thing that I don't know. So I was humble enough to ask her, how does this really work? And that was a turning point for me, because she broke it down, and I had to print her account statement. And I got home that evening. I shared with my husband, because both of us were critics to network marketing. So I had to convert him. He had to be my first convert. So I shared with him, and he also doubted a lot, but he asked some questions. He's quite analytical. He's a psychologist. He asked me, so are you saying that if you say we get products worth our entire money, that means if we get these things, we have our money in our hands. If we decide we don't want to do the business again, we can actually sell this product or use them, and we've not lost any money. That was the word he used. We've not lost any money. And I said, yes, logically, that's what it means.
Yeah.
And he made a comment saying, that means it's a win-win. It's a double win. And in the morning, he told me this, go to the bank, crash that investment. It's something we had saved. In fact, you know how the life of a salary earner is. So we had saved for a project we were doing then. In fact, I think he even got a cooperative loan to add to it. And I got a loan from my employer. You know how you've saved all that, you're keeping it for that roofing we were building at the time. And he told me to crash the investment. And we didn't have the money if we were asked to use our spare money. And this is where a lot of people also get it wrong. They want to have a spare money that they will use to make that investment. And I don't see that being important enough for them. As a matter of fact, if it is as important as what we are having today, it's worth going the extra mile to get the funding required to start up. It's not something you do with spare cash. That's my point. So we saw it as important enough to use that, divert, I'd love to use that word, divert that funds. And we got started the next day. And that was how our journey started on this platform. And I can say, I would like to stop here, but I can say that from that day till today, we have never had a second of regret. In fact, every day we pray, we say, thank you, Lord, for directing our paths to this platform. It's been a life-transforming platform. And if you listen to my story, you see how my life has completely changed as a result of that singular decision that we made as a family to get on board. We didn't start alone. My husband said this, start and bring the entire family, because my upline also mentioned to me when she was pitching, she said, it's good you come in together with your family. And I figured with my background in financial analysis and stuff like that, I figured that if I can come in and earn, then I can as well expand the channels of earnings if I come on board together with my family. And that was exactly what we did. And today it's been from glory to glory. Thank you.
Amazing.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's
I
fantastic.
I love the story. In fact, there's so many points that you made. I was just nodding my head away because just like you, since 2015, actually, I had on my vision board that I wanted another stream of income. I wanted a business, but I didn't want a business that I would give to someone, because being here, sometimes you want to do a business back home, you have to trust people to run the business, and you know how that goes. So like you, I needed a plan B, but I didn't know what that plan B was for 4 years until last year when I found it. So when you were saying it, I was like, exactly, that was me. And I didn't think about this at all. And again, my friend told me, just like your friend told you about long reach, and I discounted it immediately, just like you did. So I can totally resonate. And I know we're going to get into a lot of other areas. But one of the things I want to pick up is, when you said it's not about spare cash, because a lot of people say, oh, I don't have money. And I think, okay, they don't see the value. Because if you see the value, you go and borrow if you need to. Because if you know that 40K starts you on a business where you can earn 7, 6 figures on a weekly basis, just maybe a year or two down the line, you will find the money. You go and borrow. You use other people's money to actually start off if you see the value. I'm glad you saw the value and you said yes, and here you are today. We're going to be telling your journey, and it's just a start, it's just a taster of what's to come. Over to you, Flo.
Absolutely. In fact, one of the things that has resonated with me when I saw you as a banker, like Joyce and I shared our background. We are all professionals too. She's a qualified lawyer. I'm a microbiologist. I'm also in the finance world now. And you shared that story about your belief about network marketing in the past being, it's a scam, it's not for professionals. And so people are really curious to know, I know you shared it in your story, like, how do you transform from being a professional? How do people convince people who are professionals, teachers, doctors, those who have jobs? Network marketing people have the perception that it's only for people, like you said, that don't have jobs. And so they have to carry products, like you said, and go and sell. But here you are, a banker, a professional banker, doing well in your career. You had gotten to different levels and all, but you decided to go and quit from your job to become a full-time career in network marketing. So what was that thing that really took you to cross you over, so that if we have people who are professionals listening today and they're thinking, oh, what would my friends think if I, just tell them that I'm not doing network marketing, or what would my family think, or what would people say? What do you say to those people, and how did you make that transition yourself?
Okay, great question. Thank you for that question. It's really important, a very important question, very relevant, because a lot of people still have that misconception. But I would love to say that I believe that the ratios are changing. I believe that people are beginning to get aware that network marketing is a noble profession, just like every other or any other profession. People have come to change the narrative, and we are still doing that, on a per second basis. We are still doing that, but the awareness is out there, because we here in this industry today, we have people like you, we have medical doctors, we have oil and gas moguls, we have people in different walks of life. I mean, within my team, we have a lot of professionals who are also here and creating another stream of income on this platform. So I believe people now know. But to your question, it took me learning and getting informed to understand this. And this is where people need to listen. and get more understanding. I mean, most people think what they think about network marketing because of limited understanding of the industry. That is where the misconception comes from. And there are a lot of myths around this industry and a lot of misconceptions, some of them justifiably so, because some things, some kind of schemes have come in the guise of network marketing to deceive people. So it has left a sour taste in the mouth of some of people. Some things called Ponzi schemes, some pyramid schemes have come in the guise of hiding under network marketing. But then, still back to understanding. If you really understand network marketing, you will know the difference. But that is what is lacking. So when that happens, people say network marketing is a scam. I mean, how would you expect that you will earn 30% from an investment that has no products to generate the revenue, no service to generate the revenue, and you sit drinking moe on the beach and you earn 30%? Where does that happen? And you even go ahead to believe that. So when those kind of schemes crash, I mean, people should just deal with it and say, I mean, you only did gambling. You didn't do network marketing.
Absolutely.
So those things are built to fail, but people just tie it to network marketing and then label network marketing. For any network marketing company, from my research, when I finally dug deep into this, I mean, when I got home that night, I almost didn't sleep. I was researching network marketing. I was reading about network marketing, trying to get the information, the education I was lacking. And the things I got to discover blew my mind. Network marketing is just a form of marketing. It's just a kind of marketing, but with a difference. The difference is that the stratas that contribute to the major expenses in the distribution chain are taken away. And the structure permits the manufacturer to share profits with those who made the distribution possible, with those who, with the consumer, with those who made the products leaving their warehouse possible. So the expenses that go on advertisement, on those things, it's, just thrives on word of mouth adverts. And you would agree with me, anybody on this call, if you agree with me, I'd like you to say yes on whichever, whether you're on Zoom or on Facebook, but you would agree with me that if I use a product and I come and tell you, I use a service, I have my tailor who's so good, and I tell you, this tailor is so wonderful, he's so good, you would believe me better than when you see it on the television. You relate more with word of mouth adverts. And that is why I say to anybody, after I did my research, network marketing has come to stay. As a matter of fact, it will shock you to know that even large organizations, large multinationals are adopting that model. Have you noticed?
Yes.
Have you gotten an SMS from a bank telling you, tell your friend to open an account with us and earn 100 naira? Oh, I mean, just 100 naira. Oh, Lord. But then you see what that does is that you're motivated to tell your friends to open the account with that bank. So, and your friends who relate with you will follow you. So this is just a model that has come to stay, but people do not understand it yet. I was fortunate to read, educate myself, and that was where the transformation began. I got to unlearn and relearn. I had to unlearn what I thought I knew about network marketing, which was obviously wrong, and I relearned what is the truth about network marketing. And today I can tell you that no matter what happens, my belief about network marketing would never change because I've come to know the truth. And that is what we go about preaching and telling people so that they too can come to the understanding that network marketing is that industry that produces the highest number of millionaires within the shortest period of time.
Fantastic. I hope you guys are listening. I hope you are getting it. So if you are out there, you are thinking, what would people say? or you have some beliefs about network marketing. You've heard it from the mouth of SD Chineye. She shared with you how to do it is to educate. Truly, you have to learn and unlearn. And she shared with you that major organizations, even right here in the US where I am, in fact, this Zoom that we're using, or even Facebook, everyone is going, big organizations are going with network marketing now. So that's the future. That's the now. That's our reality that we have to face it. So thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing those nuggets with us. The one quick follow-up question that I had with that was, so you went in as an additional source of revenue, like a plan B to have that. But
That's
then
right.
last year, I believe, or a year after, you resigned voluntarily, something that was supposed to be a side hustle for you. You were doing well professionally. You were earning, you had a profession, I'm sure you wore suits to work and, stand behind your computer, like you said. But 1 year later, you quit. Why? Can you tell our audience why?
Okay, great. Thank you for that question, Flo. Yes, I quit after I had built this business for about 3.5 years. I quit after that, and I was already a star director on my job doing this part-time as a side hustle. I grew to becoming a star director. That shows you that truly and really you can combine it with whatever you're doing. Let me say this: if I had wanted to stay, I would have still stayed, and I would have, by the grace of God, still been a 3-star director today. All right. Maybe my focusing on it may have added a little more factors. Yes, I wouldn't discount that.
Yeah.
But my point here is this, that you can still achieve it while doing it part-time. So why did I have to leave? A lot of people have asked me that question. Now it takes me back to what my why was at the point I started out on this part-time entrepreneurial journey. So I looked at the terrain where I worked, and I recognized that, there are some terms they use there. The farmer dictates how you should farm his farm. You are not the farmer. You have to, just follow how the farmer. And I mean, that farmer can wake up tomorrow and tell you, I don't want you. I mean, it had happened several times. Our friends had come to work and gone home unemployed. It was quite a volatile terrain, and which also reinforces why everyone needed or needs to get another stream of income, such that if the employer says, the farmer, the owner of the farm says, you farmer, I don't require your services anymore, you have a cushion, you know. So that was part of my why. Now, I also recognize that this job didn't afford me enough time for my family, and I craved time freedom. I craved time freedom. I craved the time where I could actually do the things that I wouldn't have to take permission, or would not even be able to do, like, those things that I can just, be my own boss and have my time freedom that I didn't have because of the job. So I figured that if I did this business and I did it very well, I could actually buy my time back. I could actually buy my time back. And
Fantastic.
we said we don't have time. And this is another point I would like to drop here. A
Yeah.
lot of people say, I can't do this because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Very, very frequent objections we hear in the marketplace. They think they can't do it because they don't have time. But to me, it was my why. That was
Wow.
part of why I did it, because I needed to buy my time back. I
Mhm.
knew that I asked myself, for how long would I continue not to have time? I mean, for how long? So I needed to do something about that. So when
Fantastic.
it was time, I would like to now answer your question. I left because it was time. I knew in my heart, I knew every indication around me told me it is time. to leave, not because my income from Longreach had outgrown my salary, which was the reality for me. It was from the second year on this side hustle that my income outgrew my salary. So that wasn't the issue. All right. And it was sustainable over the period. So that wasn't the issue. So you don't just wake up and leave your job because you just got a side hustle and you are now earning from it. There are a lot of things to consider. This I would like to tell. So because I've seen many people come to me, especially those who are working, to say, I also want to leave my job. I want to resign. How do I go about it? I say, please don't leave. Don't resign. There are a lot of things to consider. There are a lot of factors that will have to come into play. And I say to them, when it is time, you will know. When it is time, you will know. So there are financial planning to do. There is, there are some questions you need to ask yourself. Entrepreneurship is actually not for everyone, unfortunately. It's not for everyone. Some people are driven by the fact that they have a job, a boss has to sanction them. Those things are motivations for some people. But when they are on being their own boss, you have to just be self-motivated. Do you understand? You have to be self-motivated. You have to wake up and show up, whether you feel like it or not. But some people lack that. So those factors, a bit of those factors have to come into play before you begin to take such a decision. But yeah, I took the decision because it was time and I knew that everything was in place, and I grew into resigning. And today I can do all of those things at my own terms. I could live life at my own time. Another thing I would like to mention here is that a lot of people do jobs because they have to do it, not because they want to do it. And that was another thing for me. There are a lot of people, I respect passion for jobs. There are people who are career people. For me, I was a career person. I moved. Yeah, thanks to Longreach.
Yeah.
But at some point in my maybe first year to maybe 7th year or close to my 10th year, I was a career person. Wearing the heels and all of that was my life. I couldn't give that up for anything. But yeah, that's passion. You just love it. But there are some people who cry each time they have to remember they will go to work.
Yeah.
They are depressed. Statistics shows that the highest rate of heart attack comes on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. They hate, once it is hump day, they are like, oh, it's almost weekend. And when it's weekend, they relax, and that they are like, when they remember they have to get back to work on a Monday, they fall sick.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yes.
That is one place, those are the set of people I pity. That is one place you don't want to find yourself. And that happens when people do not have a plan B.
Right.
Which is why we speak this way. We talk about creating another stream of income, such that for me, I was working because I felt like working at that time, not because I was compelled to work due to conditionalities. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the fact that you have this, re-emphasizes why everybody should get a plan B, so that you have options, the freedom to choose. That is what I call it. I needed to apply the freedom to choose. Freedom to choose to stay or freedom to choose to go. You only have such power when you have options. So I had that option and I applied my freedom to choose, and I chose to leave.
Yeah. That's all I can say.
Fantastic. Make sure you have options so you can have the freedom to choose. SD Chineye, thank you so much. That is absolutely fantastic. I don't want to be in a boat where I don't want to be at work. I don't have any freedom or anything like that. Longreach gives me that opportunity, yes, to have that freedom to choose. So time factor, like you said, is a big deal. Financial freedom is a big deal. Just freedom to be able to choose. That's really something that resonated with me. Freedom to choose. That's just it. It's fantastic. So thank you so much. I'm going to turn it back over to Joyce now.
Thank you, Flo. I'm just going to dwell on that a little bit. Freedom to choose. That's so, so key. Because when I tell my wife, I say, I want time and financial freedom. It's tied together for me. And I have a young daughter. She's just 2. We waited 12 years for her. So time freedom. When you said that, freedom to buy your time back. In fact, my objection when my classmate, my former classmate from the University of Benin and friend told me about language was, I have no time. I have no time. My career, I have a hectic career, and I still do. And my child then was under 1, so I thought, where am I going to fit it all in? I'm committed in church. I have a social life as well. I love to hang out with my friends. Those who know me, I'm a people person. I love to hang out all the time. So I didn't really have that time. But when I saw that this opportunity was going to transform my life and give me the ability to buy my time back, I created time. I found pockets of time in the evenings, like weekends. This is a weekend. I found pockets of time. Time I might have spent watching football on the weekend with my husband. I put that time into building my business because it was important for me to buy my freedom, time freedom for my young family, and also financial freedom to have the ability to choose where to live, where my child goes to school, all those things. It's just fascinating. Thank you. All the words you were saying, I was just like nodding my head along because I could so resonate with everything you're saying. So I'm gonna go now and ask my question. I just wanted to say, like, you're just playing my music right there. It's for me. So now my question, we are the World Platform, that's our team name. We believe that Long Week is an amazing opportunity that's the power to positively and powerfully change the trajectory of anyone who keys into it. We know that it's a belief that you also hold from what you said now, and because you have such a compelling testimonial. So tell us, what is the difference? We've talked about network marketing in general and also the myths and the misconceptions about it and how you got educated. But can you tell us, because some people don't haven't done that research like you have, like I have, I know better now as well. But tell us, what's the difference? What's different about long reach? And sorry, what different has long reach made to you financially and otherwise, and for the people of those to the lives of those around you? How has it transformed your life? We know you've obviously now left banking, you do long reach full time, but can you just give us a snippet of how this amazing platform, what is done for you and your family? I know a little bit about your 8th anniversary that just happened, but I would love you to tell
Okay.
us yourself, how it has transformed your life and those of the people around you as well.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks, Joyce. I think that is a twin question, two in one. You asked what stood out for me from
Long reach and others.
Long Reach and others, and then how Long Reach has affected my life. All right. For me, um, Long Reach is just the face of network marketing in Africa and in the world. Longreach has a lot of distinguishing factors that makes it stand out. And for me, that was what got me completely sold. The first thing was the fact that Longreach has the capacity to the OEM ODM thing, you have a dream and you can come in partnership with this company and get that dream into reality. So that stood out for me. The fact that Longreach had stayed for, I think they were 32 years or 31 at the time I joined, or 30, one of those. I figured because when we do credit analysis in the bank, we put a lot of factors into consideration to know if you qualify for getting those fundings from the bank. And one of which is, how long have you been in existence? How long have you been in existence? How long has this your company? Why? Because statistics has it that 85% of companies fold within the first 5 years of operations. Yeah. So it's a thing to look out for. If a company has lasted as much as 30 years, then the projection is that it will last for the double of that number of years.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one major thing for me. I got comfortable. I felt, yes, this looks reliable. This looks strong and able to carry. I mean, we all desire financial freedom, but that vehicle, what we do here in network marketing is to plug into an already existing structure, system. because not everybody can build their own big businesses, all right, to get on the B quadrant. Not everybody can be like Dangote. But if Dangote says you can actually plug into my system I have built to create your own platform and be a business owner, a quadrant B owner, then it's awesome. So, but if that company, that vehicle is faulty, then your dream for that financial freedom is dead on arrival.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's important to look at that factor, and that stood out for me. Also, the products, the variety of products was another thing. I figured that the fact that someone has the liberty of, if you don't want a toothpaste, you want a mouth freshener, you want a body cream, there is something for everyone. There's something for everyone. So Longreach has a divergent variety of products that cut across our daily needs. So for me, I knew that it's my income is tied to that. So I need it as robust as possible. So, and that gave me, that tick off on that aspect.
Yeah.
Those were just a few of the things that for me made me completely sold to Longreach. And these factors you will not find in some of these companies that come and say, oh, we are all. So we go about preaching to people, teaching people the things to look out for in a good, yes, network marketing is a vehicle for financial freedom, but it's not all of them. So you need to identify those key things. And for me, Longreach checks off on all of the factors. And that is why we are here. We say it's Longreach or nothing.
Yes, so
please, I want you to type that in.
Yes, so
I want you to type that in. If you are on Facebook, if you are on the Zoom call, please type that in, Longreach or nothing. So we don't find that anywhere. And we're here to build a futuristic business. So to the next question, what are those things that and now I'm working with my mobile. I would have shared a couple of things on the slide. Do you have the pictures? Do you have any pictures of my testimonials? I doubt that.
I haven't, because recently I was going to actually pull it down. I don't know, for some reason I forgot, because you celebrated and I saw it on Facebook, and I was like actually going to feature those pictures. I might be able to pull it down while you're talking. Just carry on.
Okay, great. So first thing that happened for me, getting on board this platform, was creating that income that started coming weekly. At first, it was staggered, just for people who are just starting out building this. Know that, yes, it's allowed that at the start of, it's not going to be that big. Nothing good comes instantly. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, all right? So it started out staggered because I was still on the linear income, I would like to put it that way. I was still on the building stage. Our business thrives on duplication, and then you begin to experience exponential growth. Exponential in the sense that 3 people in your team can multiply and become 3,000 people. And that is how your income is multiplying. So that's to say that I started earning income. My first income was 2 alerts, because we came in as a family. Of course, we earned the mini combo bonus, then we earned our normal bonus, and it came together to about 30,000 or so. I felt like I had just gotten 3 million naira. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. I was fulfilled that I was on the right path, that I could earn something that is not salary and it's from my work. It's from my personal side hustle. It's not a customer that tipped me. It's not my employer that gave me 13th month. It's not my employer that gave me profit sharing. It's not my salary. It is something that came from my work, on my side hustle, on my project. I felt on top of the world, and it continued that way. And on the 7th month, about the 7th month, I qualified for my first trip to the United States of America. I told you that one of the things that struck me when I met with my upline was, she told me she had gone to USA. So, and I knew that worked for that long. Yeah, I had gone to the UK, and I know how much that cost me. I know how much I had saved to be able to make that vacation. And so the fact that I can actually make those vacations and someone else bears the cost was something for me, was something major for me. So when I got that US trip, I was a bit skeptical. I felt, is this really true? That little doubt. Is this really true that apart from all these monies I've earned, that this company is truly going to take me abroad and take care of all the expenses? Something inside me, that doubting Thomas, was like, there must be something they have not told us. So when it was time for the visa, one interesting thing happened. The company needed to get a total list of the people who had qualified and then pay the agent to process the visa and then give the agent. They had an agent that does that for them. So they were not ready. They had not done the compilation, and we were told, us in the team, that we should go ahead and pay the agent, that the company was going to refund us, that they just needed to get a compile. I said it has happened. Hey, I said it. So, but something still told me this, that if I'm going to pay, maybe, I think it was 200,000 naira, that I needed to pay that, and the company was still going to take me to the USA, that is okay. I said, okay, let me be watching. We paid the money. It wasn't up to a week, I got an alert on my phone. The money was paid from Long Reach back to each and every one of us for our visa costs, visa fee. I was like, are you kidding me? Wow. So this is real. These people are even paying for my visa costs. Wow. And we went for the interview, got the visa, and I was on my way to the United States of America. Trust me. Oh my God. When they say Eze goes to school, I was like, Eze goes to school on that trip. Any stop that I have, oh, we've just gotten to Las Vegas. Chineye checks in Las Vegas. All my colleagues are I was checking in, making noise, posting. It was amazing. So that was my first encounter on the all expense paid trip. And I can tell you that from that day till today, I have not made any expense on a trip on me. It has always been, we've gotten well over 40 slots of internet. In fact, I've lost count of the international trips we've gotten as a family.
Wow.
My little kids that you just showed on the screen at the beginning, they all fund their own vacation needs. They all qualify for all expense paid trips. They all get their own trips. And my husband, we all as a family, have everyone being able to afford their own vacation. We've gone to USA, of course. We've gone to South Africa. We've gone to Dubai. We've gone to China several times and several other countries of the world. So that's one thing for me. And within the team as well, we've produced lots of international trip qualifiers. The good thing about this business is it affords you the opportunity to impact a lot of lives at the same time, which was another why for me. I saw that my banking job just limited the number of people I could impact, but this gave me a wider, range of people to be able to impact, and that is part of what is fulfillment for us in the business. So apart from that, in 1 year, I had just gone on that trip. On my way back, I came back in just 3 months, which was making me 1 year on the business. I got my first car on the platform, which was a Hyundai Elantra 2016 model, which I got then in 2016. Now, the interesting thing is I was driving a brand new car before I got this car. I was driving a brand new car, which I got in 2009, and I bought it the same month it was released. But the difference is that I got that car on a car loan, 4 years car loan. The bank makes it easy for us, makes it easy for employees to access those loans. But hey, it doesn't come at no cost. It comes with interest. So no matter how free it looks to you, you are paying from your future. And then they are taking out on a monthly basis, so you don't have your full salary. You have to pay out the loan. Yes, it's convenient for you, but there is a better way. I actually now came on this platform, did business for 1 year with this amazing business opportunity platform called Long Reach. And I got a car free of charge, a tear-rubber car as well.
Wow.
So when you begin to put that side by side, you begin to get a clearer picture that indeed there is a better way. There is indeed a better way in the Long Reach, on the Long Reach platform. So that was my first car. Second year, I got another car, second car. And in that second year, our first daughter got her own car as well. So that's 3 cars in 2 years. And then on the third year, we got 3 cars extra. 2 lovely girls and myself also got cars. That's 3 added to that. That's 6 cars in 3 years. And in the fourth year, we got 5 extra cars. Everybody in the family got their cars, including my 3-year-old son and our daughters. They all got their 10 million naira car, including my husband and myself. I got the 30 million naira car. And we averaged out about 65 million as a family in car fund alone.
That
Wow.
is
Car
mind.
fund
Can we
alone.
just pause there for a minute? That is
Wow.
mind-boggling. Because when
Wow.
we heard that news earlier on this year, and I tell people, one family, people think it's a joke or it can be right. Just an incentive. This is not the weekly pay. Just the family, 1 year car qualification, 65 million. Do the maths in any currency. In pounds, it's over 100 grand in cash.
Yeah.
Not a loan that they have to pay
Yeah.
back, and plus the trip you got, it was about something million.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was more than
So,
75 million actually.
wow.
So,
The- Go ahead. Go ahead, Joyce.
so yeah. So you can imagine doing a business in a 1-year cycle and you get that. And guess what? In our team, we had 46 car qualifiers. So it's not something that only your family is getting.
Mm.
And everyone, even people who started in that same year, got cars as well. So you see, when I say to people who care to listen that this is one business that provides a level playing ground for everyone, as long as you desire a change, you have an equal opportunity as the other person. You have an equal opportunity as you're applying. You have an equal opportunity as the person who brought you in, or even as the people who started before, and it gives you that same level playing ground to achieve the same level of success. So we got that in that year. We've also gotten, okay, yeah, you just flashed our latest car, which we used to celebrate our 8th anniversary. Yeah, that's it right on the screen. So we got those 2 toys, and yeah, I love that car
Congratulations.
interior, man.
It's a beautiful
If you haven't
ride.
seen the video, you
I
just go
haven't-
look for the video and
uh,
watch it. It's really beautiful, and it's been my dream car. And I'm glad that this platform gave me the opportunity to live my dream at my own terms. So that's a bit of, I've gotten scholarship slots, programs as a star director. I'm a 3-star director today by the grace of God. And my 2 daughters, our 2 daughters are both star directors. So we have in the family 3-star directors, 3-star directors within the family. And all of those ranks come with beautiful, incentives and benefits. All right. So you qualify to nominate someone for a BSc in Social University in China. And, and a lot of you have the star director incentives and all of those benefits that you get as a star director. It's something amazing. It's something mind-blowing. So we have gotten several benefits beyond, I must say, what we bargained for.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I must say to all of us here that I came here just to get extra income. But Long Reach embarrassed me with plenty, with a lot more. I'm telling you, I only came here to have a plan B, and I got a plan A. You get
Wow.
what I mean? It's so mind-blowing that I can't even explain it to people. And I wonder why somebody would not see that this opportunity is For real, it is real. Anybody who is here on this call, if you are a partner, if you are a prospect, I'm here to tell you, if Joyce hasn't told you, I'm telling you now that this platform is real. It is real, and it's available for everybody. Financial freedom on the Long Reach platform is available to anyone and everyone. So these are benefits. And the good news is we're still work in progress. We are still getting more. It's not the end. We are still going towards that place, and it can only get better. And it can also get better for you if you make the decision to get on board today. You begin to count your steps towards, the success that you desire.
Chini, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Some people will not sleep tonight. When some of my friends come on board and tell me they cannot sleep, I say, welcome. Now you've joined.
That's right.
Now you really joined. You must have at least one sleepless night when you start racking your brains. How am I going to get there? If you haven't had a sleepless night, that means you haven't started.
You haven't started. That's right.
You are really pushing people to think and know that this is possible, that you can do it. In fact, I have a question on the chat, but I also want to ask you, I mean, people are hearing this, they are seeing this, and their eyes are, big and wide and think, I want this, I want this. So one of the key things that I would like to really ask, that people really have been asking since they knew we were going to talk with you today, they said, how did she do it? Because you are a 3-star director now. Your daughters are 1-star directors each. Your husband is Diamond 7, your son Diamond 6, almost a family of star directors. They want to know, how did you do it? They too want to be able to have 40 trips, that you've had, and have all these beautiful cars and things like that. So please, can you share? How did you do it?
Okay. I'm ready.
I'm happy you asked that question, because you see, the thing about success is that people look at it and then they see that glamour. They see that 5% is like an iceberg. You see that 5% that looks so good. You see the 3-star director, like you're looking at this family, looks so beautiful. But below, under the water, under the sea level, you have a lot of things, a lot of work that has gone in. There is a lot of failures. Now I'm gonna be, really laying this out. When I say failures, please don't get scared. Failure is a part of success. All right, it is now on you to learn from it and begin to apply the knowledge you've learned to work towards your success. So there is no success without challenges. A lot of disappointments, many times, sleepless nights. So there are a lot that have gone in, and the one thing that stands out, and I believe that for everyone you have interviewed here, you would always pick that denominator, and that is the fact that they never gave up.
Yes.
That's a fact that they never gave up. So the second thing is that I left my comfort zone. Success is not going to happen in your comfort zone. So people look at this and it's so beautiful and glamorous, but taking the action, standing up to take the move towards making that dream a reality is the problem, because the comfort zone is such a beautiful place, but nothing grows on it. But people, it's going to be discomforting to have to do your job, which is already tasking, and do a side business, which you need to build. Trust me, the building stage is not easy. Do you understand? But it's doable. That's the good news. So are you ready to do the work? That's the question.
Yes.
So it's discomforting to have to do those two things. It's discomforting to have to not watch your television when you feel like relaxing. Maybe you want to watch TV the whole day. It's discomforting to have to wake up. You have a job that you usually will wake up by 5, but you have to wake up by 4 because you need to set your team right. That is, do something about your side hustle before you set out to work. It's discomforting. It's discomforting that when you have to eat your lunch, that you get that time to get your head back, that you are doing something about your business, that you are making calls, talking to prospects, sharing the opportunity with people. Is discomforting that when you're driving to the place you have to eat, that you have to, wear your Bluetooth and you have to use that little time that you have to do something about your business. It's discomforting that when you close work at 7 p.m., 9 p.m. sometimes, 10 p.m. sometimes, and you get home, that you don't remove your clothes, bath, and sleep. No, but you have to still do something about your side business. Yes, all of those things are discomforting, but guess what? That is where your success lies. So you have to do those things that discomfort you if you truly want to achieve the life that you want. All right? But today, I can say that I've been able to do all that. And guess what? I'm still not resting, because another thing to avoid is success coma. You can't rest when you have a lot of people that you also have to help to achieve the same success that you have, achieved. So it's a lot of discomforting things, but they are very rewarding. These are rewarding things that will reward you 1,000 folds compared to the effort that you put. Now I ask anybody who is on this call a question. Assuming all of these things I mentioned is what it takes and even more to achieve all of these successes. Let's assume that aside all these things I mentioned, I also had to put my head on the ground and raise my leg up and be walking on my head, or I had to carry wheelbarrow, very heavy wheelbarrow, and be going around. And I achieved all of this success. Isn't it worth it? It's worth it, oh. It's worth it.
100%.
What the entire effort you put. Here's my point. Whatever work required to do to achieve this kind of results, I mean, this business has compressed the entire 14 years, 13 years plus I did on my job into these 5 years and more. What do I mean by that? What I achieved on my 5 years of doing long reach. My 14 years did not give me one tenth.
Yeah.
Is it 1/10 now? Are we even talking about the 1 year car fund? Which part?
Which
So
one?
you see, yeah. So it's mind blowing, but you must understand that for your dream to come to pass, for your dream to come true, you must first wake up. And when you wake up, you must first do the work required. There is something required of you to achieve that success that you admire. Identify it. They are not far-fetched. If you are following any successful people, any of the successful partners, leaders in this business, you have the opportunity to succeed, because success leaves clues. You would see that common denominator. You will see it. Every one of them, they all show up. They all show up, whether they feel like it or not. We show up.
Yes.
That is one thing to take. So
Yes.
if you must achieve this success, be ready to show up to your business. It's not going to come to your house and tell you, bum, 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 this is success. Take it. Take your car fund. No. So there is work required. That's my point. And
Yes.
if the second point is that the work required, the reward that comes from the work outweighs the work required.
Absolutely.
So that gives you some comfort that if you do the work required, your harvest will pour. And when it rains, it will pour. And don't even be afraid of discouragement, disappointments. All those are going to come. Those are the challenges I talked about that all form part of the success that you see. All right. So those things I can tell you for free that every single successful partner, I'm sure Joyce will agree with me, has all at some point faced a point where they were discouraged, where they were disappointed, where they were rejected, and all of those things that you think you're facing now on your business. I can also tell you that there is no kind of business you do that you will not face issues.
Yeah.
That is one thing about entrepreneurship. If you want to have that comfort of just sleeping and earning money every month without any issues, then just get a job. just go and be earning salary. But unfortunately, in the world we live today, the information age is a performance-driven economy. So
Yes.
even on that job, if you are not bringing something on the table, your boss is going to fire you. So
Yeah.
really, there's no place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
There's no place to hide, except you
Yeah.
just want to remain at the spot you are.
Yeah.
There's no place to hide. So get up and be encouraged and be happy to do the work required to achieve. So those things are the things I did that got me to where I am today. And the grace of God is sufficient for all of us
Amen.
to achieve the same.
Wow. I don't even know where to start from. I think there was someone who posted that follow-up question in the chat. You were like, how did she do it? I'm at a plateau in my business. I'm a partner already. How do I move from there? Do not quit. That's the thing she just said as the common denominator for all of the people that have successes, that are star directors and above. They did not quit. And one other common thing is they all had challenges. Every single business, she said, has a challenge. Every entrepreneur faces a challenge. The key is not quitting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, we have to get out of our comfort zone. We share that story all the time that, when you plant a seed, it actually has to break out for there to be growth that comes out of a seed. And that's the stress. It goes through stress for a plant to grow up. If you plant a corn, look at that corn, it doesn't remain the same way. It actually splits open for growth to happen, and that's stress. It goes through stress. The same thing with gold. Gold passes through so much for
Yeah.
it to be out there. So thank you so much for sharing, and I hope people who are listening, whether it's Facebook, whether it's the Zoom meeting, that you are inspired to know that if you don't give up, there is success down the road. So thank you so much for that.
So
Thank you.
inspiring, really, really inspiring. And for me, I already feel like I'm motivated and inspired, but this for me is so key, hearing it from you, because discouragement is part of the process. And like you mentioned, you have to fail to learn. I failed many times. You prospect and people say no, you have to tweak your approach to certain people, know your audience, and just it's part of the process, really. And I love everything you said about work. If you're prepared to work, then this platform is a platform that will give you results. That's why we say we work what works. It truly works, and it's an amazing, and it's not just for a few. You mentioned that in your team over 40 people qualified. So that tells me that in my team next year I can
Yes.
look forward to multiple car qualifiers. I've already qualified in 3 months, so I'm not going to be the only person qualifying in the work platform, because this platform is for everybody. It's a lovely playing field. We can all do it. So you've heard it. There's no reason why you cannot, because even people who started that year qualified. So that's my challenge to everyone on the call. We all have to work it and make it. There's a buffet that's serving hot, hot, hot. So I'm
Absolutely.
loving it.
Yeah.
Now, thank you. Still on challenges, because I know quite a lot of people do get discouraged, even after all we've said and done that, because they're not seeing the fast growth or the results that they anticipated. And I really truly believe this, that challenges are part of life, even not just business, part of life, everyday life, be it work, married life, or whatnot. So challenges are normal. So can you share with us, maybe two specific or your two biggest challenges, if you may, and how you address them on this journey to the top, to financial freedom?
Okay,
Some
thank you.
examples.
For me, starting out on this, like I already said, um, in the beginning, is the fact that I was already on a tasking job. And having to combine this, time was a problem for me. Time was a major challenge. And so I had to do a lot of multitasking. I had to learn how to really I think I had an innate quality to naturally multitask, but it wasn't enough. I had to deliberately learn it, and a lot of time management. I had to unclog my closet. I had to delete a lot of time wasters. I had to delete a lot of things that I was doing that wasn't going to lead me to that why that was my motivation to start out. So time was a problem, And this is how I dealt with it. I began to multitask. I began to create little chunk of blocks of time that I would put into making every minute I had to be productive, every minute that wasn't doing my job. And this is a problem that those who, sorry, I always have to talk about or speak to those who are employed, because that is where I'm coming from. And I
Thank you.
truly, yeah. So
That's your tribe.
so the people who are there, there's a problem that we have right there. You want to ensure you have all of the time, that's 3 hours to come and sit and do your business, and you are not deliberate about creating time for your business, for your side hustle. You need to be deliberate about the same way you are deliberate about creating time for your job. You need to create a schedule for your side hustle, because a lot of issues come up within the course of the day. And so we find ourselves being reactive. We react to everything that comes, or as the day goes, we react to them, and problems no they finish. You know, before you are done sorting out these ones,
Another one is coming up.
more like
Yeah.
they come with their brethren. And so you keep doing those, you find out that you keep bringing down your side hustle, how do they say it, just putting it aside, because you're making excuses why you can't do it. But no, you have to prioritize around you need to, around your schedule, around your priorities. All right. So that time that you have created for your side business, your long reach business, you must hold it sacred. And know that you might not have all the 4 hours at the same time. So there is that 10 minutes when you are just looking at the system, you are not working. Employees, shall we know that is not all the 8 hours you are at work, you are looking at the system and you are working. We used to say, are you working hard? Are you hardly working? Sometimes you're hardly working.
You're working
Sometimes,
smart.
yes. Sometimes you're working smart. So that those times, don't just look at the system or some play card hats or don't just gist or just stare. Make it productive. Make that any little time you have, because you're not going to have. Remember, you are trying to buy your time back. So what you do within this period, yes, it might stress you more, but it's going to pay off.
Yes.
And ultimately, it's going to give you the ability to apply your freedom to choose.
Yeah.
So when you are working the work now, you're not under pressure. You are not working under pressure and praying and fasting and prayers that your name is not on the sack list. That's the things we pass through there. When you don't have a plan B, that's what happens. When you hear that they're about to sack people, prayer and fasting, let my name not be on the list. No, you can divert that energy into creating a plan B, so that when they want to sack people, you just say, well, if they want to, well, I have a plan. There's this confidence that you need to really pay high premium to doing the things that you need to do to get to that level. So that was my major challenge, and this was how I was able to overcome it. Then the second one I would say was the rejection that comes with our kind of business. So a lot of people would say no to your opportunity. I mean, I thought that I was market facing on my job, so I thought I was good but I came and realized that it was a total different pie here in network marketing, So I needed to learn afresh how to manage those rejections, how to manage those disappointments, and how to manage those objections from people. So that was the second major challenge for me, because even me with my kind of job, prestigious job and all that, people even talked to me in an unpleasant way. Some people looked down on me to say, oh, so now it's network marketing. I love what my virtual mentor, Eric Warren, says. He says, when you join the network marketing profession, you need to be ready and prepared to endure a temporary loss of social esteem. but it's temporary. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
temporary because it is said that results cancel insults.
Yeah.
So when you begin to achieve results on the platform, even those that said, oh, what is she doing? They will run and start asking you, wow, and start celebrating you. I mean, look at how we are celebrities on this platform. I mean, so you see, don't some people are so sensitive to what people think and what people say. You need to have the information that this business is a noble profession. You need to convince yourself. You need to have that confidence from within you. Else, you will notice that some people, in fact, I had someone who joined the business. She got her product. When I chatted her to follow up, to know how did it go, she said she has stopped posting on her status, so that the first day she posted on her status, people started laughing at her.
That's funny, but not funny.
I felt like flogging her. I said, are you serious? These people that are laughing at you, are they going to feed you? Are they going to pay your bills? Do you even know that network marketing is a beautiful I'm so proud to introduce myself as a network marketing professional to people. I mean, look at the caliber of people we have here. How can you even descend so low to indulge that somebody you don't know what to tell the person? So, I mean, it goes to say that those things are there. They are going to happen. So you need to be strong enough, arm yourself with the confidence you need, with the information you need to know who you are, and then go out to achieve results to ensure that it follows, that when people see, they see that this thing actually works, and then you're good to go. Those were some of the challenges I faced, but hey, here am I today.
Oh, rolling in it.
Yeah.
Truly a celebrity, a global leader, impacting lives around the world. What if you said no or allow people what people would say to keep you in
Yeah.
that box of bank manager wearing your heels, and or you still wear your heels today, you still look amazing, but you're living a much better life because you said yes to this opportunity. Thanks for sharing those two challenges with us, because I know a lot of us, because our tribe too are mostly professionals. We have business people as well, and even people in ministry. We have a lot of pastors in the house. Really, these things you said, combining ministry bits like a pastor or someone who's a professional or having another business, combining it can be time consuming, and that's a sacrifice that you have to do for the period that this is a side hustle, and eventually you can buy your time back if you continue and continue being consistent and focused on the business. And I love what you said about finding pockets of time. That's really key, because you might not get the 4 hours at a stretch like you mentioned, or the 3 hours in the evening, because there's other things, there are other things you need to take care of, like children, maybe spouse if you're married, and other things that you're also doing. So just find the pockets of time and make your time productive. For me, for instance, I commute on the train before COVID. Now I work from home, but after COVID, we'll all go back to the office at some point. But at the moment, I work from home. But then I'll find, on my commute, I'll read the paper. I love to read the newspaper. So in the morning, I'll read the morning paper. In the UK, in London, we have the evening standard as well. So on my way back, I'll read newspaper cover to cover. So when I started, what I did was first stop that, just cast aside the newspaper in the morning and in the evening journey, because it's about 2 hours to one way. So I use that time to do my business. WhatsApp, I'll chat, I'll do all of that, encourage my team, train them during those times, because that was not my downtime. Then, of course, in the evening, if I have time, and in the weekends, I dropped certain activities so I could focus on the business, because I knew that if I put in the work, results were sure to follow. And rejection, me, I have a thick skin. So, yes, when you say rejection, I say next. I said next because
That's
I
good.
know
Yeah.
the value, and the information was what got me there too, because I did my research. And one of the things I wanted to see too was that this company was solid. So when I tell people this is a 34-year-old company now, is because I know that if they've been around for 30 plus years, like you said at the beginning, you know that at least we cannot say what's going to happen tomorrow, but your chances of it going under suddenly is a bit slimmer than if it was a newer company that's just been around for 5 to 10 years. But this is a business that's been around, and they're a global manufacturing company. So rejection is normal, but in this business, because people don't know what we have. If they understand the value of the product and how transformational this opportunity is, most people will say yes. So it's for us to educate. It's because when you are armed with the information, you're confident, rejection becomes easier, because you just know that these people don't really understand it. So it's our job to make them understand and see the value of this amazing opportunity. Over to you, Flo.
Absolutely. So I agree with you. Even side directors still get rejections. So be encouraged that it doesn't really matter. Everyone gets a rejection, and we just put it aside as a maybe. There is never a no, because just like she shared, SD just shared, when they see that success, tomorrow that rejection might turn into a yes. So we just need to keep going, keep moving it on. So with that being said too, there are some people who actually are interested in this business. However, they say no to it, or their rejection is they reject the offer because they have some myths about network marketing. Some of the ones you've already shared. Some people may say, it's all about selling and they don't want to sell and things like that. Can you share maybe just two myths that you have found to be most common since you started this business a few years now? What are some of those, maybe just two myths that are there that we can maybe throw some light on to maybe
Okay.
prospects who are listening about network and long reach in particular?
Thank you, Flo. I love that question, honestly, because these myths are things that actually stop a lot. I don't know how it happened, but it has gone into a lot of people that they believe that it is actually true. If you've ever noticed, a lot of people say that same thing, even when it is a myth and you know it is not true. But the number of people that believe in that myth, and there are just so many. So it's good that we talk about it. The first one that I want to talk about that comes right on top of my head, from the top of my head, is it is those that started at the top. Those that how do they say it? It is those at the top that make the money. It is those that started early that make the money. Now, this particular myth has made a lot of people so unfocused and has made a lot of people lose the value and benefits they would have gotten from this platform. I can tell you a couple of stories. One was the first day after I joined this business. I went downstairs I had done my transfer from upstairs. I went downstairs and I met my customer service person, and she's my friend, and I was so excited that I started the business. I was now just in her, I've just joined Long Reach. You know Long Reach, right? I just joined and I'm so excited. And she started laughing at me. She laughed so hysterically that I became confused. What was her laughter? When she finished, I was just standing and looking. When she finished, she said, Chineye, is it now this evening that you are joining Long Reach? When other people have finished joining Long Reach in the morning, which money would they use and pay you? And something in me, I was just a new convert, when you just got born again and the devil just does this thing, you just shake a bit. But I was shaking a bit. I got home a bit depressed. I felt I had made a mistake. But then I went back to my research. I went back to reinforce and get more information to get, is this really true? And what I can tell you is that the success I have gotten, there are people who started when Long Reach came on into Nigeria that have not achieved that success. I can also tell you that after I joined, let's even assume I joined early. Remember, somebody said I was joining in the night that time that I joined. That there are people like Joyce here on this, our host, who joined in less than a year ago. There are people who joined just last year. They have gotten more results than myself. They have gotten more results than their uplines. They have overtaken even their uplines. What does that tell you? Now, here is the thing. The structure of Long Reach, I can't speak to any other network marketing. I've only done Long Reach. The structure of Long Reach permits that everybody is their own business owner. You are here for yourself. You're here to make your own money and get your own success stories. And your success is not tied in any way to when you started or your upline or your downline. So no matter what, when you join, you have a level playing ground as well as any other person to achieve success on the platform. It only depends. The only factor is what you do after you start. It's not about when you start. With these illustrations I have given, you would conclude that it's only what you do. So what distinguishes the person who comes in today and achieves a lot of success from the person who joined 5 years ago and they achieved success is what you do after you start. Now, let me put this a bit of this balance. Sorry, I think I need to turn on my hotspots. I'm being warned.
Okay.
Let me turn on my
Okay,
hotspot
that's
here.
fine. I'm that's fine. Take your time. Take your time. We're loving
Yeah.
this. We don't want to even miss 1 second.
Yeah.
You're really
Yeah.
speaking our language because we say this
Okay.
to our partners all the time that it's not about, because the structure is not a pyramid. So it doesn't matter who's above you. It's about you and what you do when you come on board. You become a CEO the day you decide to buy a few products and partner with this amazing company, and it's your own company. You can run it. You leverage on those that have gone before you, right on their shoulders to get things done easier for you. But don't be mistaken, it's all about
Okay.
you.
I think I'm on.
Back.
Yeah, I think I'm back now.
Cool.
So I had to switch my network provider.
Okay, cool.
So like, what was I saying? It's really not about when you start. It's about what you do after you start. I've lost what I was going to say now.
You were you were just on that same point about, it
Okay.
doesn't matter, because the success that that started later achieve is more
Yes.
than those that have been in the business even longer. People started last
Yes.
year or the yeah.
Yes. So you are a business, an independent business owner for yourself. The structure is same for everybody. It's just likened to saying you own a shop, right? Another person owns a shop, right? Another person owns a shop, right? The only thing is how you build your own shop, right? But you are the one who showed the other person the opportunity to own their own shop, right? Through the same, the long reach general umbrella. So you are not tied to anybody. Can I even shock you to tell you that sometimes what you earn is more than what your upline earns? I
Yeah.
had one of my downlines, she shared just last week how her own downline earned about 900,000 naira in that week. And she mentioned that she didn't earn that much. So it's for those who say is you are working for your upline. No, you are working for yourself. And this is one mindset I came in with that has helped me. So when people say, what's your secret? It's one of it. I never for one day thought from myself up. I only thought here down. I looked up for support. I looked up for the available support or whatever that I can get, but nothing like, oh, I'm working for my upline or this money that I'm making now. Hey, only God knows how my or think. And no, 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 no. Because I recognize that whatever I'm getting is coming into my own bank account. And guess what? Every single benefit I came is in my account. So imagine I had that mindset. I would have held myself from growing maybe, and that would have hampered my own growth. So just clear that myth. It's not about when you start, it's about what you do after you start. Which other myth now do I have? I think we've dwelt on that one, and I've moved into several other things around that. So maybe that would do.
Thank you
Yes.
very
Yes.
much. I think this one is really hot.
It is. It is. Thank you so much for sharing it. I actually got that question just yesterday, sharing the business opportunity with someone, and the person say, yeah, they've already got it. They've been doing it now for so long. That's why we're just coming. We can't make it. So I want to encourage all the new people joining and the prospects that are on the call. You are an independent business owner. That's who you are. You run your business and you make it is independent of who has been before you, who is in front of you. You are on your own. So take it away and go do your business. So that's really fantastic. Thank you so much, Esty, for that. Over to you, Joyce.
Thank you. No, thank you. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to talk products now, because of course we know that Long Beach is an OEM license holder. So they manufacture for other brands. So that's what they are. That's their core business. They have over 2,000 amazing products in your range. Now, what's your two of your favorites, and can you share why? Because people want me to
Okay.
know that this business is about products that they can use at home. So share with us some of your favorite products.
I love the pie cup. The pie cup is my top
Mine is here,
favorite.
always by my side.
Oh, yeah. I drink from it every morning, and and I love, you see how beautiful it looks.
Yes,
It's
yes.
really classy. Oh, that's hers. Mine is somewhere on my table there. But yeah, that's my favorite product. I love the fact that you can have healthy water, you can have your alkaline water, and it helped me with I used to have mouth sores before I started the long range, but I got my products and I started using the pie cup, and it's helped me on that. And I also love our sanitary towel. I used to have the menstrual cramps, and that today I don't even know when it starts, because the sanitary towel, using it over time, has helped me to overcome that. I love all the long reach products. I don't know why you're asking me to talk about two,
Okay,
but I
thank you,
love
Mom. Thank you. A couple
the
more.
calcium. The calcium is amazing. I was having back pain, I think from childbirth. When I joined Longreach, I started using the calcium, and in just a few days, I didn't and I used to sit on the chair every time. So I just realized I wasn't having the pain, and that was how it disappeared. And recently, one of my partners who joined our business now gave me the same testimony, also gave me, shared that his wife just had a baby. I was having back pains, that she just told him she's no more having that. She started using the calcium, and that was how
Wow.
that that disappeared. Our products are simply amazing. They are wonderful daily products. I mean, you have what you use from the start of your day to the end of your day. We have good, yeah, Atro Super Reviver. Thank you. That also worked for me. So because of the heels and all that, I was having knee pains. I developed knee pains, and I used the Atro. I didn't even finish the pack, and it had disappeared. So we have this wonderful, amazing products that do beautiful things. And that is why we love Longreach.
Absolutely, total
Yeah,
wellness. That's what we tell people. It's about not just the
yeah,
financial benefits, but you get total wellness and also
yeah,
empowerment, because you get to change people's lives. People maybe that couldn't do things for themselves, pay their rent, pay school fees, or whatever. You get to also impact lives. But the products are simply phenomenal. And I have a few of my favorites, like the berry oil. I can't do without that product because it's just,
yes,
apart from being great for the skin and all, it helps me to unwind. I used to suffer from insomnia, so if you've ever suffered from lack of sleep, you can't unwind and sleep well, try the berry oil. It's amazing. I must have my berry oil in this house. The brown tea, that's a must have as well. The toothpaste helps me sort out a toothache problem I had when I was just signing up as well. So I can go on and on about the products. They are pretty amazing. And like you said, from start of day, from shampoo to toothpaste to roll-on body cream, sanitary pads,
yeah,
and different things that we need every day. Not to talk about the pots. When I made my vegetable soup on my long rich
yeah,
pot the other day, it was like the
amazing.
taste was different. I was like, what's different about this effort? It was amazing. I loved it, and it's really superb. I would encourage people to take a look and get one for your home. You will love it, and thank me later. Flo, what are a couple of
Absolutely.
yours?
It, it's hard. It changes every day. So yes, today could be the alkaline cup. I love it. I take it with me everywhere. When you see me, you know you'll see me with my alkaline cup. I have to go into work every day and I take it with me. And then I also love my toothpaste. So I use my toothpaste for many different things actually. So I use it, of course, for brushing my teeth. It keeps my teeth healthy, my breath fresh. I don't need mouthwash or anything like that. But do you know that because I have to wear mask every day to work, I develop what you call maskne. My daughter told me that when it is as a result of mask, they coined a new name for it and they call it maskne, not just acne, but
Oh,
maskne. And so all
oh,
I do is I take a little bit of the toothpaste and just put it on it, and in a few hours, it's gone. So the toothpaste is used for many, many different reasons. So I have my favorites as well, as I'm sure many of you do. If you have a favorite, you're a member and you're already using Longreach products, feel free to put it on the chat. Let us know if you're on Facebook or you're on the Zoom. Let us know what your favorite product is and put it on the chat as well. So thank you. All right. So having said that, I think there might be people here who really, don't really know so much about Longreach. This is their first time hearing about it. They're excited about everything you've shared as the Chineye, and they want to know a little bit more. Maybe in just a minute or so, can you just tell them about Longreach and why they should partner with Longreach? I know initially you shared why you joined and how Longreach has helped you out, but for someone who is new, don't know much about Longreach at all, in a minute or so, if you can just help share with them what Longreach is.
And my time starts now, 60 seconds. So here's the thing. Longreach is an amazing platform for your financial freedom needs. Longreach is a 35-year-old multinational company that has changed a lot of lives. In Nigeria, Longreach is going on counting 9 years now. Longreach is a manufacturing company primarily, manufactures a wide range of daily consumable products. Longreach also manufactures for other companies that you may know. Longreach manufactures for GSK, Tesco, and several other multinational companies. Longreach, therefore, is an OEM, ODM certified company. Why do we want you to get on board this platform? This is an already established system that has helped millions and thousands of people to change their lives, to create extra income for yourself. So what do you do to get on board the platform? Simply, our business case, very absolutely simple. Switch your brand of household daily consumable products. We've already talked about the kinds of products we have. There are things you use, you spend, you make expenses on a monthly basis. The concept is very simple. Convert your household expenses into income. How do I mean? There are several different categories of entry for whatever country that you are watching from. I would let Joyce to show us the different entry levels, but there are different entry levels for everyone, for every country. Choose the one that you can afford right now. Pick products that you love, the products of your choice. You're allowed to select products, get products worth the total amount, and then you get a membership code. This membership code is your business code that allows you to begin to earn money, qualify for all expense paid trips, and get cars, as the case may be, as you share the opportunity with others. You will agree with me that in the world we live today, money is in people. So I don't want you to be afraid of sharing opportunities that will change lives with people. So what we do is to share the opportunity with others. In pointing them towards this, you are also, growing and growing together towards financial freedom. So this is who the company is, and this is what we do. And our offer is an offer to switch your brand and shake your bank account for life. Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's it for you. If you don't know who Longreach is, she just summarized it for you. So if you were invited here today and you are, and I don't see why you wouldn't be, you are ready to make that leap. You are ready to take that next step, to make a decision to join. I want you to get back to the person who invited you. If you are listening from Facebook, you can also get back to the person who shared that Facebook link with you. Go back and let them know you are ready to start. You can see the entry level points here for just some countries. If your country is not listed on here, we are able to give you what that entry level would be for your country. Don't worry about it. Go back again to the person who invited you here. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that Clara wants to join again because
and again.
Thank you so much. So yes, it's a fantastic opportunity. And when my sister-in-law here shared that opportunity with me last year, like some of you here, I was skeptical too. I was very busy. I was in the middle of work, in the middle of planning a trip with my high school friends. And I told her, hey, I can't deal with this right now. I can't talk about it. And then when I came back, she shared that opportunity with me. And I said, I already have a plan towards, I was thinking about my plan B as well. I told her that, and she said, well, you can start small, just give it a chance, get to learn it, know what it's all about. And I took that leap of faith, just like SD Chineye said. What I did was to learn. I needed to understand the business structure. What do I need to do? And I kicked it off earlier this year in April, and I started looking for those pockets of time, like SD Chineye said, that you find. For example, my office offers us free gym membership with a coach. Before, I like to exercise, and so I would use my lunchtime to do that and go to the gym to work out, or after work, I'll do that. But once I started the business, I'm like, okay, that lunchtime is the time I can reach my partners in different parts of the world, like in UK, because we have like a 5-6 hours difference. I can't be doing that gym during that time. So instead, I changed my time, wake up earlier, did my gym myself, and during my lunch, use that time to reach out to people. So you can make it work, but I did it at my own time. I still work full time with my organization. Have I received challenges? Absolutely. Lots of challenges, just like SD Chineye said. You would find challenges with time. You would find challenges with handling rejection, knowing how to accept people's telling you no when you know that this is a fantastic opportunity. What's there not to like? So I want to encourage you here today. If wherever you are listening or reading from, I want you to know that this is an opportunity that leaves a family legacy. Not just for you, you can empower people outside of you. Like when I introduced myself, I shared that I believe that one tree does not make a forest. I also believe that giving someone fish to eat is not the right way to go. I believe in teaching them how to fish. This is a holiday season we're in right now. If you are like me, most Africans, most people like to assist their family members, especially now things are hard, especially with the pandemic. So you might be tempted to say, hey, let me send some money to this person to help them for this season. It's Christmas, it's New Year, and things like that. But I challenge you, I really challenge you, rather than doing that, because that money is going to finish, sponsor them, empower them to become independent business owners. If you partner with the Wealth Platform under our amazing lead, Joyce Olagere, I can assure you that they would learn how to be the best entrepreneur ever. They would learn how to be good leaders, just like SD Chineye said. Long Reach Opportunity is about duplicating and developing leaders. And once you can do that, you have set your family for life. For the same effort you are making, you and your family would benefit from it. If you are ready to work you want more time and you love to work from home, like SD Chineye is doing now, she's not having to fight that traffic going into work anymore. I want to see 11111 there. If you are ready and you are that type of person that wants to be able to build a family legacy for your family, for yourself, when I have been working in my organization for 19 years, do you know when I retire or if I leave this job tomorrow, they are not going to pay my salary to my children. But do you know that SD Chineye, her children are being paid, her husband, everybody in her family, 5 of them, they are being paid right now. So if you are interested in a family legacy, you also want to partner with Longreach if you are not there already. And also, if you want to retire early, like I do, I want to be able to still be strong, ready to take it to travel the world. You see the beautiful family, family of star directors. Are you ready to these children are paying their own school fees. They are paying for their own travel anywhere in the world. And it can be done. Do you know that it can be achievable? As the Chineye does not have two heads. Look at her picture.
Yes.
Look at her in life. She
Exactly.
really doesn't. She doesn't have two heads. If she can do it, and she just shared with us the trick. Did you hear from her the tricks, the strategies that she used? She didn't quit. She looked for pockets of time. She found challenges, but she stayed focused. Once you do these things, you will get there and ready to learn and relearn and unlearn, and you can get all this done. I like to share a story about a lady. It's an unfortunate story, but it's something we can learn from. I like to share a story about a lady who partnered with Longreach, and in March of this year, she lived in the UK, and you can even find her page still on Facebook, so it's all is real. She passed away due to COVID-19 in March of this year. A very young lady with two young kids, 2-year-old son and a less than 1-year-old daughter. Unfortunately, very sad. But do you know that till today, these two children and the husband are getting paid every single week, even though this lady has passed away? That is what we mean by leaving also a family legacy for your family. It could be your niece, even if you don't have children. It could be an aunt. It could be your mom. Do you know I enrolled my mom? She's 74 years old. I enrolled her so that she can also have, instead of me giving her money, she can earn her own money. So when we are leaving generational wealth for our family, this opportunity gives you this platform gives you that opportunity. So with all of this said, I want to challenge you. If you are not yet a member, please go back to the person who invited you here, or whoever shared the Facebook page with you, and let them know that you are ready to start. So thank you so much. I can't thank you enough, SD Chineye, for your time today, for being so transparent and sharing your strategies with us. It resonated with a lot of us here. We have teams from all over the world, from diverse backgrounds. We have lawyers, accountants, professionals, engineers, IT specialists, teachers, traders, people who have their own businesses already. And you were able to touch up on all of those points to let them know that Longreach is for everybody. So thank you so much for your time again.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Flo. That really summarized it nicely for us. Thank you so, so much. And thank you to SD Chineye. You're amazing. And congratulations. We know you became a 3-star director a few months ago. And just maybe you want to say some final words. What's next on the horizon for you? So what are you looking forward to in 2021, family-wise, business-wise, and all of that, just as a parting shot?
The interesting thing about this business is it opens doors for many more amazing things. And I can tell you that there is a lot more to come for us as a team, for us as a family. There is a lot more to anticipate. I would like to leave it as a surprise now, but yeah, there are a lot coming. I'm so excited about 2021. 2020, as hard as it's and difficult it's been for everybody around the world, we still can say that there's been a lot of blessings because of this platform to us as a family, to the entire Longreach family. And in 2020, for me, I see a lot more explosions. I would like to keep it secret, but wait for it, it's coming. A lot of it. A lot from the coven of Chineye James Effiong. You will hear from us. 2020 is going to be louder. We said 2020.
Just the internet connection broke right there.
2021 is going to be loud.
Amazing,
Awesome.
amazing,
Awesome.
amazing. Thank you all so much. I think that's a nice place to end it. We've spent a couple of hours together. I don't want it to end because we're just like you're speaking my language, and every word that's dropping is like, that's for me, that's for me, that's for me. But all good things must come to an end. So this interview, we'll have you back again, God willing, by God's grace. Next year, we must have a replay because this was just phenomenal. So as next year is getting louder, we're going to reinvite to come and share with
No
us. Thank you so
problem.
much for your time. We know that you're a
Thank
very busy
you.
leader. We don't take it for granted. And thank you for honoring my
Thank you.
invite. I appreciate you. I
Thank
love you.
you.
You're stylish.
Thank you.
You're smart. You're beautiful.
You.
You're everything.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks everyone. I see all the love here on the chat. I see the
We want
love.
to
You
see
guys
some
are an
111.
amazing audience. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the nice comments. Thank you for the nice words. And I can say I thoroughly and totally enjoyed my stay here with you all. Let's continue to work what works. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
give some fire emojis. If you got value, some fire. I'm seeing all the 111 without being asked and some hearts.
you.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank
amazing.
you.
And you can
Thank you
also
all so
unmute
much.
yourself if you want to say goodbye. Thank you so much, SD. God
Thank
bless you.
you.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank
Ah,
you.
thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Amazing.
Thank you very
Bye.
much, God
Beautiful
Valley.
session.
God
Thank you,
bless
SD
you. Thank
Chineye.
you for all the
Bye.
knowledge, the nitty-gritties. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you,
God
thank
Bye.
you,
bless
thank
you,
you so much.
SD.
Very wonderful.
Wow.
Say
Bye.
hello.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Flo.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Thank you.
Good
everyone.
night,
Amazing
everyone.
session.